What is up, my compadres? I am here with no shirt on because I live in Florida and it is hot as hell, and I also have a bunch of computer equipment in my office. But nonetheless, people seem to watch my videos if my shirt is off. Go figure. First of all, this video is for you people that are having trouble getting in shape. Now, it was just a thought process I had, and I was talking to someone about it. And I was like, man, why am I not making this video for people that follow me on YouTube who want more videos of me, want more videos with me, from me, and my insight, all that good, great, grand stuff. Well, I mean, as you see, using me as an example, I have a decent amount of muscle mass, right? I'm putting on some size, I'm getting leaner. I told you guys about that breakfast shred. Now, the reason why I'm getting leaner, do you know why? And why I'm getting more muscular? Before you say supplements, stuff like that, what it is because I live my life like a guy that is trying to get in shape. You might say, well, I try to get in shape. This is for the people that are having a difficult time getting in shape. And it's just a thought, and you can be honest with yourself. Maybe this doesn't apply to you, maybe it does. But the truth of the matter is this. You know what you should eat and what you shouldn't eat. You definitely do. Now, at least you know what you shouldn't eat. You know when you're making a bad decision when it's for your fitness goals. You know this. You know that, I shouldn't be eating this food because, it's going to be counterproductive to my goals. But that's just the person I am. I love sweets. Or, man, I love pizza, and every Friday night me and my friends go out for pizza, and I eat the whole thing. But it's just I've always been like that. When I was younger, I used to be able to eat a whole pizza myself, and I could just shred it off the next day, and just I'm used to it. Or I don't have the willpower you have, or I don't have the time that you have, or this or that. There's always excuses. You always find one. Now, it's not the information. It's definitely not the information. I provided you with tons of information, right? There's plenty of fitness gurus on YouTube. Tons of articles. I mean, we live in the information age. There's tons of material at your fingertips to help you get in shape, okay, for the most part. Obviously, there's a lot of scam artists out there and stuff like that, selling you something or whatever, but the problem is you. Now, the good thing about me making a video here is I can make a video and say the problem is you, and you know that I don't know who you are, so I'm not directly talking to anyone so no one gets offended. That's the beauty of having a YouTube channel. I can tell you that you're the problem, but you can be like, he's not talking about me, he's talking about this guy, so I'm not going to get offended and I'm going to listen. But here's the problem, it's you. If you are given the tools, right, or given the blueprint on how to get in shape, if you have information at your fingertips so you can always, figure things out and look things up, if you know that what foods are bad for you, and what foods are fattening, let's say, because they're just full of calories and you can overeat them, then maybe it's you making bad decisions. Now you can say, well, you can just accept that. The first stage is denial, right? You come up with excuses, I don't have time, I don't have this. Second stage is acceptance. I know, I don't make the time. I just love cupcakes. I just love to binge eat. Acceptance, right? But the next step is to completely abandon yourself. Now, what the hell do I mean? Self-abandonment. It means you aren't who you are. And you might be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm me. What are you talking about? What I'm saying is, you have become you, okay? You act the way you act because you became that. When you came into this world, you weren't like this. If you were adopted, let's say, I'm not being like, racist or anything. I'm just saying for example, okay? So forgive me if you're Asian. Let's say you were from the United States, white family, but you were given up for adoption to someone in China, all right? So you went to China. First of all, you could agree that you'd be very different, all right? You'd have a different accent. Maybe you'd have different preferences in foods, right? Maybe like being you now, you would never eat chicken feet. Maybe if you lived in China, you would. You'd have different interests, yes. You'd have different walk. You'd have a different outlook on life, okay? You'd be all these things. So these things were from outside influences that created you to make you become the person you are. Situations, everything like that. And those situations and the way you chose to do what you did led you down a path that led you to your ego, whoever you think you are, okay? But the truth is, you can be whatever you want to be, and you can be it today. So you can apply this to anything, but my example right now is for fitness people, because I hear excuses all the time. And granted, you might have, a busy schedule, stuff like that, but you have decisions that you make every day. And after you get through the denial stage for making bad decisions, you come to the acceptance part, like I said, but then you just accept that's the way you are. It's not the way you are. It's the way you chose to be, whether you want to admit it or not. You see, we are all self-made, but only the successful ones will admit it, okay? The other ones that are not successful at things will just say that's just fate. That's the way it landed on them, right? When successful people say how hard they worked and what they've done to get there and the struggles they went through, etc., etc. The struggle is doing something that is difficult, that your former self had trouble doing, right? So it's hard work to get in shape, okay? That's only if you're coming from someone that's not in shape. I mean, it's pretty easy for me to stay in shape because I'm already there. It's easy for me to go to the gym because that's who I am, right? Because that's who I became. I don't think twice about it when I'm doing sets. I love it. And then you have this other guy who wants to get in shape, but he hates the gym. Every set is like you're pulling his teeth out. It's not that it's more difficult for him physically, because you could take the weights and make the weights equal to his strength versus my weights equal to mine. And we could both fail on 3 reps, me for my weight, him for his. Granted, there will be some soreness, stuff like that his body's not used to, but mentally, it's going to be much harder for him. Because as soon as he gets in there, he's going to think, man, I'm kind of out of shape. He's going to think, oh man, this is hard, this is heavy, this is difficult, this sucks, I hate this. These things are going to go through his head. And that's the persona or the ego that he's created for himself. He's a guy that's out of shape, that doesn't lift, that wants to get in shape, but he wants it. He's not it. So self-abandonment. If you have all the tools, and you pretty much have an idea what is good for you and what's bad for you, all you have to do is have self-abandonment. What does that mean? It means put off the old you, the one that is out of shape, the one that thinks this, the one that eats the cupcakes. Pretend you're a video game character or something like that, okay? And you didn't like your character or whatever. You're like, man, this guy's kind of sucks now. I don't want to play with this character anymore. I'm bored with him. Press the reset button and create a new character. You got to do that in your body here, all right? So you come out with a clean slate. It doesn't matter where you are right now, physically. What matters is you change. The player changed. If this is making sense to you. The player in here has changed. So all this will change on the outside, all right? You're going to level up all your XP points. But you're going to play the game of life, the game of fitness, whatever, like the new character that you want to be. So it's pretty easy. All you have to do is think like the person you want to be would think. Simple steps, right? Now getting yourself to do it's another thing. You constantly have to be reminded because you've been playing one character for so long that if you're not conscious of your choices, you will go on autopilot because that character has been doing things on autopilot for so long. So if you want to be in shape with all the free resources, just start living like you are in shape. It's simple as that. Make the decisions you would make if you were ripped. Make the decisions you would make if you're a guy that gets up early and does cardio every morning. Make the decisions like the guy that takes care of himself, that is very health conscious, a guy that doesn't like to eat junk food, a guy that makes sure that his appearance, his health, his self-esteem, his self-confidence come first. Make the decisions like that guy. Again, if that's the guy you want to be. this is only for people that want to be like so and so and look like so and so and have the drive like so and so, but just don't think they have it. Don't think they can do it. Think that life was just handed to them in a certain way and they're just this way. You don't have to be. It's a decision that you made subconsciously. You didn't realize the choices you've made in your life, and you didn't realize how they have molded you. But luckily we're human beings and we can decide that we don't want to live this way, that there's something more we want. And the way to cheat it is pretty much fake it till you make it. Just start thinking, if I was the person I want to be, what would I do in this situation? Okay? The guy I want to be is in shape. Would I go eat these 100 donuts? Would that guy eat those 100 donuts, or would this guy go to the gym? You go to the gym. Then you just take those actions. You just think like that person you want to be until you do it so often, okay, that it becomes automatic and you start to become that character. It will take some time, but before you know it, you'll be ripped. Because I'll tell you what, with all the information out there, if you really want it, it's not difficult to do. You're holding yourself back because of your belief of who you are and what you're capable of. When the truth is, you're nothing, really. Like, ego-wise, personality-wise. You're whatever you chose to be. And if you don't realize that, it's because you're so deep into your ego of what you think you are that you can't see you can't be anything else. You have to take back steps and say, how did I get the way I got? What makes a personality? What makes someone do the things they do? You start to realize that, like the analogy I gave you earlier, if you were adopted by a whole other family, you'd be different. You weren't born the way you are. Maybe, yeah, the way you look, maybe this, maybe that. But society and situations and experiences you went through have made you. The way you act, the way you talk, the way you walk. Maybe even your favorite color, maybe your favorite flavor ice cream. Maybe all those things. But with fitness, because that's what this channel is about, even though you can apply it anywhere. And yeah, the channel is also about self-improvement, so this goes hand in hand. Just be the person you want to be. And fitness related, just act like you already are shredded. Who gives a fuck what anyone else says? If anyone says, dude, why are you even trying to work out? You're out of shape. Why are you eating, grilled chicken and salad or whatever? You love cupcakes. I brought you a whole fucking thing of them. You don't even want them? You love these. You say, no, I don't love those. Nope, never did. Never loved those. You've seen them all the time. No, I didn't. You gotta completely get a little cuckoo. I never liked those. I would never eat those. Bad for my health, full of sugar. I like to eat chicken breast salad. I feel great. I'm fucking shredded. I'm ripped. I go to the gym like 5-6 days a week. It's amazing. Look at me. You have to be a little crazy like that. I hope this made sense. I mean, I talked to someone about it today. Like, man, I don't know. I can just never get myself to get in shape, man. I don't know. I want to. I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to eat, what not to eat. I'm like, you don't know what to eat? I was like, you don't know what you shouldn't eat? Well, yeah, I know you shouldn't. I'm like, didn't you eat just like a fucking huge cake by yourself the other day? In like Haagen-Dazs? Yeah, it's tasty, man. It was my birthday. Was it your birthday? This isn't the exact combo. But these are the kind of things I'm talking about. So, I could ramble again for another hour. This is supposed to be small and precise, but I kind of just go off the whim. I saw my camera sitting there. I thought of it, and I was like, just, if you want to get in shape, be like the person who gets in shape. Remind yourself every day, I am in shape. I'm shredded. And I live my life like that. And you'll start to make the decisions like that person. Simple as that. And sooner or later, you will become that person. Hope you enjoyed this. Later.